There's my PowerPoint gone. And hopefully this will behave itself and not. Okay, so have you done? I'll just do this quickly first. So welcome to day 2 CPAP training. We express our gratitude to the Kaurna peoples for their continuous care of this ancient country for thousands of generations and for the sharing of this land that was never ceded. We recognise and respect the wisdom of our Kaurna elders, past, present and those to come, and extend this to all First Nations people and their living cultures. We walk softly alongside First Nations people as allies committed to seeking guidance, listening with purpose and acting with courage in our future together. Always was, always will be. Now, welcome. Just so that you know, guys, the toilets are straight through the kitchen, past the lifts on the left-hand side, and the stairs are straight through IT department. If we are needing to evacuate the building, we go down the stairs and congregate in the car park. Please feel free to ask questions throughout, and if we're sharing anything at all, just make sure that it doesn't leave this room and that it's, if we discuss customers, that it's all confidential. So my name's Alex Reynolds. I'm the clinical support lead for Anglicare SA Disability, and so I'm basically here to provide clinical support for you guys with regards to caring for your customers. Please help yourself to the lollies on the table, and if you need to get up and stretch, please feel free to do so. Now, with the CPAP learning today, we're going to go through exactly what CPAP is and why it's used, identify the components of a CPAP machine, assist a customer with setting up and using a CPAP machine, monitor for side effects or any concerns or issues, follow infection control procedures, and escalate any issues appropriately. So, if it will, cool. So CPAP is continuous positive airway pressure used to treat obstructive sleep apnea disorders. So the CPAP machines blow an additional pressure of air via a mask in order to maintain open airways during sleep using consistent air pressure. So it supports better oxygenation and sleep quality. And you'll notice people will sort of, before they've had CPAP, they'll wake up really sleepy and groggy and feel like they want to go straight back to bed. But after they've had CPAP for a while, they'll feel much more refreshed in the morning and ready to get up and face the day. Also, a CPAP machine is not considered life support, as customers can still sleep without the machine, so it's not considered an emergency life support. The components of a CPAP machine, you usually have the actual machine unit or the box that has the motor and settings in it. You have air hosing and tubing. You have the mask, which are getting quite clever these days. Some are nasal masks that just fit over your nose. Some are full face, or some are nasal pillows. You may or may not have a humidifier, and Amanda uses filters with the dark blue filters, which we need to wash once a week and replace every 6 months. Her machine is the Dream Mapper she also has the Dream Mapper software, so that any issues that may arise can be reviewed remotely. Okay. So, setting up the CPAP machine. We'll all go through this in a bit, so we'll just talk through it at the moment. So you always check that the machine is clean and dry. Fill the water chamber, preferably with distilled water. Is that what we currently use, or just normal water?
Amanda pretty much does it on.
Okay. But we don't order distilled water in for her, so she's probably just using tap water. So we fill that up to the maximum line every night. In the morning, we empty it and let it dry. The humidifier is used to prevent dry mouth and dry airways. Whilst this is optional, it is preferred. Because it just saves them waking up feeling like they've been sitting in front of an air conditioner all night. So then we need to attach the tubing and the mask, fill the humidifier chamber if that's being used, connect to the power and switch on. Then we securely fit the mask and check for any leaks. And when fitting a mask, the plastic clips are to be removed so as not to change the Velcro fitting each time. So basically, once the mask is fit for the customer, we don't change it much at all. There's no need. Okay. If you need to refit the mask, ensure that the mask is sitting under the nose and mouth and that it isn't too tight or too loose. Make sure the Velcro is symmetrical to prevent any asymmetry or misalignment. And the machine basically has two buttons, an on and off button and a ramp, which is a smaller triangular shape. This drops the pressure as a comfort feature. So you'll be able to see on the screen that the pressure will drop from 12 centimetres and will rise over time. So the ramp is not required if Amanda's happy to fall asleep at 12 centimetres of pressure, okay, which I think is what she usually does. So assisting our customer, always encourage independence where possible, and obviously Amanda is very independent with hers, but if required, she may become sick. This is why we're having this education, is if she's unwell and not feeling up to maintaining it on her own individually, then we'll be able to support her. So we can support by fitting the mask correctly for her, adjusting the straps if needed, check the pressure and settings, reassure the customer, especially at first, because the masks can feel very strange at first and they take a little bit of getting used to, and ask Amanda if she wants the ramp on. So now I'm going to show you how to set up the CPAP machine. So check that the machine is clean and dry. So yes, we have it here. It looks clean and dry to me. We fill the water chamber up to the maximum line. So here we go, filling the chamber. Then we also fill the humidifier chamber. Then attach the tubing like this. So we're going to attach the tubing to the machine and also to the mask. And then we connect it to the power switch and switch it on. Why wouldn't we connect it to the power switch and switch it on right at the beginning? Water. We don't want to have an electric shock while we're fiddling with water. Absolutely. Good job. So we're connected to the power and we turn the machine on. We make sure that it's working, and we then fit the mask securely on Amanda's face and check for any air leaks. When fitting the mask, and hopefully that will all be set up for Amanda and will sit perfectly. So now we are going to all have a go at setting up the machine. Who would like to go first? Okay, yeah. So we'll talk. You can use the screen as prompts to go through it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Check the machine. Do the water. It is still water. The
Mhm.
maximum. That's what is prepared. This is free.
Mhm.
And let it dry every morning.
Yep.
When she wakes up, and she doesn't use. And the humidifier.
We're going to fill with water as well. Yep. Good job. Mhm. Beautiful. Excellent. Very good. Good job. 10 out of 10. And we're going to check for leaks, aren't we, to make sure that there's nothing leaking around the mask. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much. That was great. So moving forward, monitoring and troubleshooting, we always want to watch for red marks or pressure sores from the mask, make sure that she's not getting a rash or anything like that. Make sure she's not experiencing dry mouth, nasal congestion or discomfort. Check and make sure that Amanda's not reporting poor sleep or continued snoring. Usually if there's snoring, it's a sign that the CPAP machine needs adjusting and it's not working properly. Check to make sure there's no mask leakage or unusual noise coming from the machine, and make sure we report any machine errors. And obviously your line of reporting is Sim, your practice leader, so report any concerns you have to her. If the mask is leaking, try and tighten it as needed so that any leaks can be fixed. Some mask leak is intentional and will occur from the vents in the mask to help flush out the carbon dioxide. So some leaks are okay, but an unintentional leak will actually escape from the sides of the mask. All right. So it's when they're coming outside here. Any servicing issues or repairs, please call Respirico Healthcare on that phone number, and they are usually pretty prompt in getting back to us. So the humidity and temperature guide. So this is for the humidifier that we use to make sure the airways are moist and don't dry out overnight. So when the tubing is connected and the machine is turned on, so you can actually hear the pressure is blowing, you'll see a menu that looks similar to this with the pressure of 5 centimetres of water. So you can use the wheel to highlight which setting you would like to change. The top one is the tube temperature, and this is how warm or cool the air running through air running through the tubing would be. The bottom one is for humidity and controls how dry or moist the air will be. If the air is too hot or too cold, change the tube temperature setting. If the air is too dry or moist, then you change the tube humidity setting. Okay, so there are the two different settings that you have. So when the setting is highlighted, you click the wheel and change the number to the best suited setting. Settings are usually out of 5, with 5 being the highest. Okay. For example, if the air is too warm, highlight the top setting and lower it to the wheel with the wheel. If the air is too dry, highlight the bottom setting and increase the number with the wheel. Okay. Clear as mud. So this is, remember I said that Amanda has the app. So this is what the mask fit looks like overnight. And these peaks that you can see here are usually likely to be Amanda actually taking off the mask and replacing it. And most people do that in their sleep. They don't even know that they're really doing it. It's just like that you adjust your pillow in your sleep, but you don't physically wake up. So any issues? So obviously we record each use of the CPAP machine in Lumery, document any concerns, skin issues, or if Amanda refuses to actually use it, and escalate to the practice leader. Or if there are other issues, you would escalate to either the GP or the Respirico sleep specialist. And for any faults, the CPAP provider, but we would still potentially go through Respirico for that. So what would you do if the customer removes the mask after 30 minutes and doesn't want to use it?
The cause?
Report it.
Report?
Yep. So, yep, you do a riskman report and probably encourage her to put it back on.
Yeah.
Give her a little bit without it and encourage her to put it back on. Stay where you're asked, please.
Check why she moved it. There might be some underlying cause.
Fabulous. Ask her why she wanted to take it off. Is it too hot, the temperature, or is it too dry? Is it uncomfortable? Sure. And what steps would you take if you find a rash under the mask?
Get checked by the GP, book a GP appointment, checked, and notify. Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Accident report.
Check
Get
the
it
fitment
checked.
of the mask.
Absolutely. All of the above.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So get the GP to check it because he'll probably prescribe a cortisone cream for it. This really just does want to annoy me. Do a riskman incident report, check the mask and check the fittings. It may have a bit of a grit or something and not be properly clean underneath it, and that's causing the rash. Good job. And what would you do if the, sorry, this is a bit of a typo, if the machine is making a loud noise and not blowing air? Before that, what would you do?
Turn it off.
Good job. Yeah, turn it off because you don't want it sitting there grumbling away and suddenly catch fire or, you know, so you would potentially turn it off, let it rest for a little bit, turn it back on if it's still making those noises, then do not use it overnight. Report to your practice leader and or on-call officer and notify Respirico in the morning. Excellent. Beautiful job. Okay, so just in summary, CPAP is essential for treating obstructive sleep apnea. Support workers play a key, also something quite often CPAP is used for people who are obese. So if Amanda suddenly was losing a lot of weight, would she what problems would potentially come up with that? If Amanda's lost a lot of weight recently, she might have a skinnier face, so you might need to check more often for fittings, mask fitting. Also, she may need a review by the sleep health practitioner because she may not need it anymore. So a lot of sleep obstructive apnea is caused because of the obesity and putting the extra pressure on the airway. So she may not need CPAP. So that's just worth a thought as well. Infection control is critical. We must make sure that the equipment is being maintained in the correct manner and clean. Always document and escalate any concerns and follow the customer's care plan and manufacturer guidance. So, any questions there? No. There is also another troubleshooting sheet and the work instruction here that I will leave for you to take back to the house so that you have it as a resource for Amanda. But otherwise, if there are no further questions, then that's excellent. And I'll be sending out certificates to say that you've completed this course. And if I could get everybody to do this sign-in sheet and this course evaluation chart. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex.
And I'm going to, thanks guys. I'm going to stop the recording now. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh man.